Welcome to Triumph IAS. It's a daily mains practice question and answer series. This program is exclusively designed for UPSC CSE aspirants. In this video discussion, we will discuss UPSC CSE mains previous 25-year questions. Question number 1. Discuss the meaning of color-coded weather warnings for cyclone-prone areas given by IMD. Let's start with the introduction of the answer. Cyclones in India have become a recurring occurrence, wreaking havoc and resulting in substantial losses for individuals residing in adjacent regions. To address this challenge, the Indian Meteorological Department, IMD, provides color-coded alerts as a precautionary measure, enabling both the public and authorities to prepare and position their resources to mitigate the early impacts of cyclones. Main body of the answer is color-coded weather warnings for cyclones. Number 1. No warning, green pre-cyclone watch. This signifies that no severe weather is expected, and thus, no advisories are issued. Number 2. Be updated, yellow cyclone alert. This warning is used when severely adverse weather conditions are anticipated over a span of several days. Number 3. Be prepared, orange umber cyclone warning. This alert is issued to forewarn of extremely adverse weather conditions that may lead to disruptions in transportation, such as road and rail closures, and potential power supply interruptions, among other impacts. Number 4. Take action, red post landfall outlook. When this warning is issued, it indicates the need for heightened vigilance and preparedness, including the potential implementation of extraordinary measures, as well as strict adherence to authorities' instructions. The determination of the appropriate color is made based on a specialized matrix that considers both the probability of the event occurring and its assessed impact. This decision is influenced by various meteorological, hydrological, and geophysical factors, all of which collectively indicate the level of risk associated with the weather situation. The cyclone warning system consists of 4 stages, each with a specific purpose and time frame. Number 1. The first stage, pre-cyclone watch. This stage is issued 72 hours in advance and provides early warnings regarding the development of a cyclonic disturbance in the northern Indian Ocean. It also forecasts the potential intensification of this disturbance into a tropical cyclone and identifies the coastal areas likely to experience adverse weather conditions. Number 2. The second stage, cyclone alert, issued at least 48 hours before the expected onset of adverse weather along the coastal regions. This stage offers critical information. It includes details about the storm's location, intensity, anticipated movement direction, intensification trends, and provides guidance to fishermen, the general public, media outlets, and disaster management authorities. Number 3. The third stage, cyclone warning. This warning is issued a minimum of 24 hours before adverse weather conditions are expected to affect coastal areas. Question number 2. To what extent, in your opinion, has the decentralization of power in India changed the governance landscape at the grassroots? Let's start with the introduction of the answer. The decentralization of power in India, initiated particularly through the 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments in 1992, aimed to devolve powers, responsibilities, and resources to local government bodies, commonly known as Panchayati Raj institutions, PRIs, in rural areas and municipal corporations in urban regions. Main body of the answer is increased local participation. One of the primary impacts of decentralization has been increased participation at the grassroots level. Before the amendments, the policy formulation was often disconnected from the local contexts and complexities. Post-amendment, local governance structures like Gram Panchayats, Block Panchayats, and Zilla Parishads have enabled more direct participation of local communities. Gender and social inclusion. Another critical achievement has been in terms of social justice and gender parity. Reservations for women, SCs, and STs in local bodies have empowered marginalized sections of society to partake in governance, enabling a more equitable distribution of social and economic benefits. Responsiveness and accountability. Decentralization has made governance more responsive and accountable. Local governments are quicker in identifying problems and implementing solutions as they have a more acute understanding of local conditions. In addition, since the representatives are part of the local community, there is a greater element of accountability. Improved service delivery. Implementation of schemes and delivery of services have seen noticeable improvements. Schemes tailored for local needs are more efficiently administered, be it in terms of healthcare, education, or infrastructure. Challenges hindering decentralization. Number 1. Limited financial autonomy. Panchayats and municipalities often struggle with limited financial autonomy. They depend heavily on funds allocated by higher levels of government, which can be insufficient and irregular. This hampers their ability to plan and execute local development projects effectively. Number 2. Functionality and capacity. Panchayats and municipalities may lack the necessary human resources, technical expertise, and administrative capacity to carry out their functions efficiently. This can lead to inefficiencies, delays in project implementation, and difficulty in delivering essential services to citizens. Number 3. Proxy representation. Pachpati signifies the manipulation of the panchayat system through the placement of family members in influential roles, fostering nepotism and centralizing authority within one family. Proxy representation entails individuals occupying panchayat positions on behalf of others, often resulting in reduced authentic engagement and diminished accountability in local governance. Conclusion of the answer is, decentralization in India has significantly changed the governance landscape at the grassroots level for the better, despite existing challenges. It has democratized governance by enhancing participation, fostering social inclusion, and improving service delivery. Yet, for decentralization to fulfill its true potential, it is imperative that the local bodies are given adequate powers and resources, and systemic issues like corruption are addressed rigorously. Thus, while the journey has been promising, it is far from complete. The ongoing endeavor must be to strengthen these local institutions further, enabling them to become true vehicles of social change and development.